Okay, reviewing our rules with inequalities real quick. X is greater than or equal to 5. You need to make a number line, put 5 right in the middle. Draw a circle at 5. Haley, is my circle open or closed? Closed, very good. There is an equal sign right there, so this is going to be closed. And Mariah, which way does my arrow point? That way? Good. We're going to the right. X is greater than or equal to 5. All right? Next thing. Keenan, if I needed to graph this, do you remember what the first thing I have to do with the variables on this side? Flip it. Very good. I need to flip this whole thing. I don't want my variable over there. So I'm going to flip it over here like this. Now I'm ready to graph it. The last thing, if I am solving for an inequality and I multiply or divide by a negative number, Alyssa, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to the sign if I multiply or divide by a negative number?
Multiply 7 and -3.
So that's going to be negative 21.
And then we divide the 21 and 2.
No. Carlos, what do I do?
You take the -3 over.
Okay, I did. What do I need to do with my sign? If I multiply or divide by a negative number, I need to flip the sign. Okay, remember that. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, you need to flip the sign. And remember, like I said, that is not something that's going to make sense. It's just something that you have to memorize. Okay? So, make sure your variable is on the left. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to flip the sign. And here we go. First thing, I want everybody to follow my instructions. All right? I want you to imagine that we've just started. The day has just started. You've just walked into my classroom. Everybody's talking. Everybody's moving around. The bell rings, and I would say, actually, let's practice that. Everybody stand up. Okay. What's that? Yep, I'm recording. Yep. All right. I want everybody to just talk amongst yourself.
Yo, what's up, girl?
All right. The bell rings, and I give you this instruction. Please sit down or be quiet. All right. Okay. Okay. Now. Good. Okay, Tiffany's following my instructions well, right? She sat down, so does she need to be quiet if I say sit down or be quiet? All right? If I say sit down or be quiet, I'm giving you the option. You can either sit down or you can be quiet. And if you are sitting down, you are doing what I've asked you to do. If you are quiet, you are doing what I've asked you to do. Okay? Now, how is it different if I say sit down and be quiet? Henry? Very good. The and means do both of them. All right? Everybody knows that, right? So when I start telling you that today, that's not going to be new stuff. Or means you can do either one or the other. And means it has to be both. Right? I've got 3 areas up here, A, B, and C. Which one has a red? I want you to, on your whiteboards, list every zone that has a red line or a blue line. So if there is a red line or a blue line, just list the letters. Or red line or a blue line in that area. Oh, I guess it's a little hard to see that, isn't it? The top one's red, the bottom one's blue. A red line or a blue line. Red line or a blue line. Ian, help me out.
No, I'm good.
In A, I bet you can get this one in. In A, is there either a red line or a blue line?
Red.
Yep, there is. So A is part of our answer. Ray, in B, is there a red line or a blue line? Yep, there sure is. And Brandon, in C, is there a red line or a blue line? Yes. So your answer should be A, B, and C. Okay? Next question. List the zones that have a red line and a blue line. A red line and a blue line. A red line and a blue line. Remember, and means both. So let's look at this. Brandon, does this zone A have a red and a blue? No. No, it does not. Oh, there. Does zone B have a red and a blue? Yes, it does. And Coley, does zone C have a red and a blue? No. So my only answer for and is B. Okay? Now, keep that in mind for just a second. All right? This is what I want to graph. Negative 4 is less than or equal to n is less than or equal to 1. All right? Now, basically what we're graphing is negative 4 is less than or equal to n, and n is less than or equal to 1. Watch how easy this one is. This is really, really easy. I'm going to go to negative 4. I'm going to put a circle. And should my circle be open or closed, Jocelyn? Closed. Now, I'm going to go to 1, and I'm going to put a circle. And should my circle be open or closed, Paige? Closed. All right? Now, you see how the n is in the middle here? The n is in the middle. I need to draw a line in the middle. That's all there is to it. All right? So, I would like for everybody to do number 4. You can make your number lines very, very simple. All I have to see on there is a negative 4 and a positive 4. Okay, so now I need to go to negative 4. I'll just call this point negative 4. And should it be an open or closed circle, Mackenzie? Closed circle. There's the equal sign right there, so it's a closed circle. I'm going to go to positive 4. I'll call this positive 4. Open or closed circle. Ashley, should this be an open or closed circle? Closed. Very good. All right, so now I need to draw my line in between there. Okay, P is in the middle, so my line is in the middle. Now, I want to make sure everybody sees this. I do not have arrows on the opposite ends of this, okay? Do not draw arrows on this line. That would be wrong. This P is right in the middle, so all I need is the numbers that are in the middle from 4 to negative 4, okay? Now, look at number 2. Think back to our and our or, okay? And our or. First thing, I'm going to put a circle at 0. And it is going to be an open circle. Now, imagine this as an arrow. It's pointing to the right. So, I need to come out, and I need to make my arrow go to the right. Now, I need to do this. put a circle at 3. This time, maybe to make it easier, I'll put my arrow on the bottom. Again, it's going to be an open circle. And this one is going to the left. Okay? Now, here's the question. This says or. Alright? So I want you to think about this. Split this up kind of into 3 sections, just like we did before. Does this section have a solution? Yes, it does. Okay? Or, does this one have either the top or the bottom? Yep, it does. And does this one have either the top or the bottom line? Yes, it does. It's got the top line in there. Okay? So basically, what we have, this continues to go this way forever. This continues to go this way forever. Every single number is covered. So my solution is all real numbers. Okay? All numbers are either greater than 0 or less than 3. All real numbers are greater than 0 or less than 3. Let's look at this. G is less than negative 3. So I'm just going to put negative 3 right here. Again, it's an open circle, and it's pointing to the left. Or G is greater than 4. I'm going to put a 4 here. Greater than or equal to. I've got to fill that in, and my arrow is pointing right. Now, since it's or, I'm just going to keep it like this. Because G can be everything either over here, or it can be everything up here. Alright? Let's look at number 9. All number 9 is doing is combining what we've done the last 2 days. Alright? Actually, I'm going to skip number 9. Let's do number 11. Alright? 5 is less than 3h plus 2 is less than or equal to 11. Alright? Now, this is going to take some patience. Here's what I need you to do. Remember how we solved, when we did absolute value, we solved 2 different equations? You're going to have to do the same thing here. Ignore this over here for right now. How do I solve this? First step, subtract 2. So now I've got 3 is less than 3h. Next step, divide by 3. And I'm going to get 1 is less than h. So now I need to flip, actually I'll keep it right there. 1 is less than h. Alright, now come over here and ignore this one. Alright, so first I did this first half, now I'm doing the second half. Subtract 2. 3h is less than or equal to 9. Next step, divide by 3. h is less than or equal to 3. Alright? Now, come and put these back together. 1 is less than, h is less than or equal to 3. So now, I'm ready to graph this. Put a mark at 1. Put a mark at 3. This one is going to be open. The second one is going to be closed. And I need to make my line in between there. Okay? Let's look at this one. This time, it's written a little bit different. It's split up for us. So, I'm going to add 4 to both sides. 2c is greater than negative 2. Divide by 2. c is greater than negative 1. Subtract 1. 3c is less than 12. Divide by 3. c is less than 4. Alright, so I'm going to copy these down here so that I have a little more space to work. But does everybody see how I went from that and just solved it to there? and went started at this and solved it to here. Okay? Now, be careful here. All right? Be careful here. You got to see this part. So if you haven't been with me, make sure you're seeing me now. -1, I'll put that right there. It is going to be an open circle, and my arrow is pointing to the right. -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. I'll call this 4. It is going to be an open circle, and my arrow is pointing to the left. I'll just bring it up here and go to the left. Now, here's the thing. This says and, all right? If this said or, this would be my answer, but this says and. So remember back to the original thing. I said, if I ask you to sit down and be quiet, you have to do both things, right? So and means both. So as you look at this, are both of those lines down here? No, they are not. So I need to erase this. This part does not count. Are both of the lines here? Yes, they are. Are both of the lines here? No, they're not. So I need to erase this. That is not part of our solution. So our solution is just what is in here. Okay? That's my solution. So when it's and, you have to get both of them. All right. I think we're going to stop there. I've got a comic for you today. I think this one is pretty hilarious. It says, it was an innocent mistake, but nevertheless, a moment later, Maurice found himself receiving the full wrath of the mummy. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now that is funny. That is funny. Okay, I had another misprint here, so there will be some blank pages in here. Just pull those out, snag a worksheet.